Hello friends, let's continue with exercise 3.2 question number 5 to 10. Exercise 3.2 fifth question is we have to solve this particular expression 3a minus 5b where a and b are 3 by 3 matrices. So let's do the scalar multiplication. For scalar multiplication we have to multiply each and every element of the matrix with the scalar. So we will get 3 multiplied by 2 by 3. We have to multiply each and every element by the scalar. In this case it is 3. So let us be careful while writing down the matrix elements not to miss anything. So here we have done the scalar multiplication of the first matrix. Let's do the same for the second matrix. So we will get 5 multiplied by 2 by 5. This is the first row. This is the second row multiplication. Just multiply it by the scalar. Multiplied by 5, 6 by 5 multiplied by 5, 2 by 5 multiplied by 5. That's all. Now let us do the multiplication within each matrix. So if you see 3 gets cancelled here in the first matrix, in so many entries the 3 gets cancelled. So we are left with 2, 3, 5. Here it's 1, 2, 4, 7, 6 and 2. So this is the first matrix that we get. Whereas the second expression also, if you see, the 5 gets cancelled in so many places. In all these places 5 gets cancelled. So again we are left with 2, 3, 5, 1, 2, 4 and in the third row it's 7, 6 and 2. If you see both the matrices, the corresponding elements are the same. So when I subtract them, when I subtract these two matrices, the corresponding elements being the same, you will get all the entries as 0. Fine. So this is nothing but the null matrix of order 3. Of order 3. So this is the answer of this question. Friends, the sixth question is that you have to simplify this particular expression. So again there are two matrices and there is a scalar quantity which is multiplied with each matrix. So let's go ahead. What do we have to do first? First let us multiply each and every element in the matrix with the scalar. So we'll get cos square theta. Here you will get cos theta into sin theta. In the second row it will be minus sin theta into cos theta. And then you will have cos square theta. This will be the first matrix plus sin theta. Let us multiply with all the elements. So we'll get sin square theta minus sin theta cos theta. In the second row it will be sin theta cos theta. And here you will have sin square theta. Correct? Now let's see what do we have to do. We have to add these two matrices. So that means we have to add the corresponding elements. So cos square theta plus sin square theta. Then the next entry will be cos theta sin theta minus sin theta cos theta. So this is nothing but when you add these two, you will get 0. Fine. Similarly, if you see in the second row first column, it is minus sin theta cos theta plus sin theta cos theta. So again you will get 0 here. Then the second row second column is cos square theta plus sin square theta. So then this further simplifies to, as you know from trigonometry, cos square theta plus sin square theta is 1. This is 0, this is 0 and this again will be 1. So this is the answer. It's nothing but a unit matrix of order 2. This is the answer. Friends, this is a 7th question first part. We are given that x and y are two matrices such that x plus y is this matrix and x minus y is this matrix. We have to find the value of x and y. So if you observe, these are nothing but simultaneous equations. So it is very similar to these equations. Suppose I take x plus y as 3 and x minus y as 2. So the only difference between this set of equations and this equation is that here x and y are, the smaller case x and y are nothing but so friends, the only difference is here that x and y are numbers, whereas here capital X, capital Y are matrices. And here the right hand side part, this is just one single number, whereas this is a single matrix. So apart from this, there is no real difference. So just like we solved this set of simultaneous equations, we will be solving this simultaneous equation. So let's go ahead. We will label this as equation 1 and equation 2. So if you add equation 1 and 2, you will observe that we can eliminate the matrix y, because here it is plus y and minus y. Then we can easily get the value of x. So let's do that. We will add equation 1 and equation 2. So when we do that, the left hand side, if you see, it will become 2x because y and minus y will get cancelled. And if you see the right hand side, it will be reduced to this. You are adding the two equations, so these two matrices will also be added, which means that 2x will be equal to 10, 0, 2 and 8. So let me bring the 2 on this side. So when I bring the 2 on the right hand side, it will become half. So I'll get 10, 0, 2, 8, which means my x is equal to, when I bring the half and divide each element by half, I'll get 5, 0, 1 and 4. So this is my matrix X. So now since I know the value of x, I can easily find the value of y by substituting the value of x in any of the two equations. So let me substitute the value of x, say, in equation 1. So when I do that, x plus y, that means instead of x, I'll write this matrix value, plus y is equal to 7, 0, 2 and 5. So when I do that, what I do is I'll bring this matrix on the other side just like I would do with normal numbers. So 7, 0, 2, 5. So when I bring it on the other side, it will become minus, and I'll write this matrix. So let us do the subtraction. 7 minus 5, 2, 0, 1 and 1. So this is the value of y. So this is the way we obtain the values of matrix X and matrix Y. So friends, the second part of the seventh question is very similar to the first part. Again, we are given simultaneous equations. 2x plus 3y is equal to this matrix and 3x plus 2y is equal to this matrix. So let us label them as equation 1 and equation 2. In this problem, what we can do is we can multiply equation 1 by 3 and equation 2 I can multiply by 2. Then you will observe that I will get 6x in both the equations, and then if I subtract these two, I can eliminate x. So the main idea is to eliminate any one variable. So you can do that with y or with x. So let me multiply the first equation by 3 and subtract the second equation, which I have multiplied by 2. So please be very careful while multiplying the entire equation by 3 and 2. Let us not forget to multiply 3 to every variable here. So I will get 6x plus 9y is equal to 3. 3 times 2, 3, 4 and 0. So this will be equation 1 multiplied by 3. Now let me multiply equation 2 by 2. So I will get 6x plus 4y is equal to 2 into this matrix. So this is nothing but equation 2 multiplied by 2. Now let me subtract the two equations. So when I do that, I'll get 6x plus 9y minus, I'll put a bracket inside. Please be very careful when doing this. Don't forget to put the bracket because there is a minus sign outside. And then what I do is I'll multiply it simultaneously inside. So I'll get 6, 9, 12 and 0. So the right hand side also I have to subtract as I have done with the left hand side. So I'll get 4 minus 4 minus 2 and 10. So this is how my equation will now look like. Now what I do is I open the brackets. So 6x and minus 6 will get cancelled and I will get 5y. And let me subtract the right hand side matrices. So I'll get 2, I will get 13, 14 and minus 10. Now let me bring the 5 on the other side and multiply it inside each and every element of the matrix. So I'll get 2 by 5, 13 by 5, 14 by 5 and minus 10 by 5. So this will be further reduced to, if you see this minus 10 by 5, I can reduce it further to minus 2. So this is the value of y. So now once I've got the value of y, I can go ahead and get the value of x. Let me substitute this in equation 2 now. So substitute y in equation 2. So when I do that, it will be 3x plus 2y, where y is nothing but 2 by 5, 13 by 5, 14 by 5 and minus 2. We just got the value of y, and that is equal to 2 minus 2 minus 1 and 5. So again, let us do all the algebra that is needed. So 3x plus, I'll get 4 upon 5, I'll get 26 upon 5, 28 upon 5 and minus 4, that is equal to 2 minus 2 minus 1 and 5. So now what we do is I'll bring this matrix on the other side. So I'll get 3x is equal to 2 minus 2 minus 1 5 minus this matrix 4 by 5, 26 by 5, 28 by 5 and minus 4. So I'll get 3x is equal to 2 minus 4 by 5 minus 2 minus 26 by 5 minus 1 minus 28 by 5, and 5 minus of minus 4 is 5 plus 4, which is nothing but 9. Now what I do, friends, is I have to take LCM in most of the elements. Let's be very careful when we do that. Let us not do any careless mistakes. So I'll get, when I take LCM, I'll get 10 minus 4, which is 6 by 5. This will be minus 36 by 5. This will be minus 33 by 5, and this will be 9 as it is. So friends, now let me bring the 3 on the other side and multiply each and every element by 1 by 3. Then I'll get x as 6 by 5 multiplied by 3 minus 36 by 5 multiplied by 3 minus 33 divided by 5 into 3. So what have I done? I have brought the 3 on the other side. So when I bring 3 on the other side, I will get 1 by 3 and then I multiply 1 by 3 to each and every element of the matrix. So I will end up with this. Eliminate the 3 by this method. So this will be 12, 11. So now my matrix is reduced to 2 upon 5 minus 12 upon 5 minus 11 upon 5, and 9 by 3 will be 3. So this is my value of x. So this is how we have to solve this simultaneous equations. So friends, the 8th question is that why is this matrix 2 by 2 matrix, and 2x plus y is another 2 by 2 matrix, and we have to find the value of x. So friends, this is very similar to linear equations, where we are given an equation and we are given one value of the variable and we are asked to find the other variable. So what do? We have to substitute the value of y in this equation. We will easily get the value of x. So just like we solve linear equations, we have to solve this type of equation. The only difference is that x and y there were just numbers, whereas here they are actual matrices. So friends, let's go ahead and substitute y in this equation. So when we substitute y in this equation, 2x will be as it is and y will be 3, 2, 1, 4, which is equal to this matrix 1, 0 minus 3, 2. So let me bring this matrix on the other side. I'll keep x to one side. So I'll get 1, 0 minus 3, 2 minus this matrix. So what will happen is that 1 minus 3 is minus 2 minus 2. When I subtract, I will get minus 4 and minus 2. Now I can bring x on the other side. So when I bring x to the other side, it will become half, and then multiply half with each and every element of the matrix. So I'll get minus 1, minus 1, minus 2 and minus 1. So this is how we find the value of x given y. So friends, question number 9 is that we are given these two matrices and that when we add them, we'll get this matrix. So what do we have to find here? We have to find the value of small character x and y. So here x and y are not matrices. Please don't get confused. They are normal numbers and we have to find their value. So friends, what do we do is that let us multiply first 2 inside this matrix. Since it is scalar, let's do scalar multiplication. So we'll get 2, 6, 0 and 2x plus y0, 1, 2, and this is nothing but equal to 5, 6, 1 and 8. Now since we have to add these two matrices, now when we add the first column first row element, there is a y here and there is a 2 here. So we'll get 2 plus y as the first row first column element of the addition of these two matrices. Then you'll get 6. In the second row you'll get 1 and this will be again 2x plus 2. Because we can't add a number and a variable, we'll get 2x plus 2. And on the right hand side, friends, we'll get 5, 6, 1 and 8. Now that's all. We can't do anything more than this on the left hand side. Now if you observe, these two matrices are equal. So whenever two matrices are equal, what does it mean? It means that the corresponding elements, the corresponding matrix elements are going to be the same. Which means the first row first column element of this matrix is going to be equal to the first row first column element of this matrix. So if you see the first row second column element in both the matrices are 6. If you see the second row first column element of both the matrices are also equal to 1. So let us equate wherever we have the small y and small x, let us equate the corresponding matrix elements. That is the only way to get the values of x and y. So when we equate the first row first column element with this first row first column element, we'll get 2 plus y is equal to 5, and then we equate the second row second column element with the second row second column element, we'll get 2x plus 2 equal to 8. That's all. It's not even friends, it's not even simultaneous equations. You have only one variable in one equation. So when you simplify this equation further, you will get y as 3, and this equation when you simplify further, friends, you will get 2x is equal to 6, which means x is equal to 3. So this is the value of x and y. X and y are normal numbers, not matrices. So this is how we solve this sum. Friends, question number 10 is that when this matrix is added with this matrix, we'll get this matrix and we have to find the values of x, y, z and t. So this is very similar to the previous question. Only thing is now the number of variables have increased. So what is the first step? Let us simplify the left hand side. So let us multiply this entire matrix with 2. So you'll get 2x, 2z, 2y and 2t. So whenever whatever complex problem you're given, friends, let us do it step by step without getting confused or overwhelmed that, oh my god, how am I going to solve this big problem? Let us take it one step at a time and nothing will stop you from getting the right answer. So this will be 3, this will be minus 3, 0 and 6, and this is equal to, again let us multiply this entire matrix with 3. So you'll get 9, 15, 12 and 18. That's all. Now what do we do on the left hand side? We have to add these two matrices. So let us do that. We have to add the corresponding matrix elements. So we will get 2x plus 3. This is 2z minus 3, 2y, and this is 2t plus 6. This is equal to 9, 15, 12 and 18. Now if you see here, every matrix element on the left hand side has a variable to it, and on the right hand side you have a constant. Now these two matrices are said to be equal. So what does this mean? The corresponding matrix elements have to be one and the same. So let us equate each matrix, each corresponding matrix element. So that means the first row first column matrix element, I'm going to equate it to the first row first column matrix element of this matrix. So I'll get 2x plus 3 is equal to 9. Then what will I get? I will get 2z minus 3 equal to 15. Second row first column I have 2y equal to 12, and then I have in the second row second column I have got 2t plus 6 equal to 18. So what does all this mean? I have got 4 equations and easily find out the answer. So from this equation I will easily get the value of x as 6 by 2, which is nothing but 3. So I'll get the value of x as 3. Now from this equation, so if I take this equation, I will get 2z equal to 18, which means my z is equal to 9. From the third equation, we'll get to know that y is nothing but 6. And from the fourth equation, if you see, you'll get 2t as 12, which means t is equal to 6. So what are the values that we have got? We have got the values of x is 3, y is 6, t is 6 and z is 9. So this is how we have to solve this problem. We'll solve the remaining questions in the next video. Till then, take care. Bye.